Get strong.
What's up, everybody? Been going for a little while. Last time you saw me, I think I put up a video that was addressing my blue Acaras tearing up my tank, which they still are doing. But as you can see, I went and got a large Amazon sword and put in here. This is a pretty big sword. It's even got some sprouts off of it that need to be planted. I need to take all these small swords that are kind of branching off and get those planted. But my electric blue Acara are still busy pulling at this sword. At the time of this video, the sword is floating and I gotta replant it. I mean, go figure. I don't know. Some people get blue Acaras and they don't cause problems with plants, and some people do. So it's not that my fish are super special or unique. It's just luck of the draw. For whatever reason, they love tearing up my tank. So I figured I'd try this large Amazon sword, and they still found a way to pull it out of the tank, out of the ground there. And as you can see, I got a lot of rocks around it. So I will keep trying. I'm going to put even more weights on it. I'll get it back down into that same spot again, and I'll put the rocks around it, and I'll just keep trying. I probably will move those blue Acara out of here. I did see some eggs again, so that's probably why they were pulling on it. And you can see I have one Royal Acara, well, two Royal Acaras left in here. There was three, but I moved one of the Royal Acaras to a different tank because of bullying. And you can see how the tables have turned. He's become the new bully. For whatever reason, he's decided to take up where the last one left off. So I will be moving the new bully into another tank and leaving one Royal Acara in here. And the redhead Tapajo still in here. That one, I need to get some more, but for some reason around here I don't see them that often, and when I do, they're really expensive. So I'm hoping to see another deal at some point where I can get some some redhead Tapajos and put them in this tank. But those blue Acara, they may have to go in the 125, or they may go downstairs into a different tank. They are doing some breeding still. I have not raised any fry just because I just didn't want a bunch of electric blue Acara. I may raise this set. Who knows? We'll see. Depends on my mood. But right now, we've got 3 electric blue Acara in here, 2 Royal Acara, 1 redhead Tapajo. And there is a bristlenose pleco that I put in there that I've only seen him kicking some sand around behind the rocks. He has not been out that much. But in other news, I did get some Ambulia from Mike's Fish Tanks, and they have grown, and I have clipped them and replanted the other pieces which have grown. And at the time of this video, I need to clip them again, which is awesome to me that they are doing very well, and they're in the eel tank. Here's the original bully Royal Acara in the 125. I just turned the lights back on, so their colors aren't looking that great because it was pitch black in this room. He's in here. No one has seemed to bother him so far. I cleaned the tank and then threw him in here. So yeah, look at the colors. The colors are washed out because the lights were out, but I see they're starting to color back up now that the lights are on. I also moved the green Terra that I had downstairs up into this tank, and he seems to be, someone went after him, because when I put him in this tank, his tail was looking fine, and he now has a nip out of his tail. I put him in the Royal Acara in here at the same time after I turned the lights out, but as you can see, his tail does have a little nick taken out of it. So we'll see how he fares. If worse comes to worse, he'll go back down into the 75 that he was in by himself. But I have moved the red tiger, the big red tiger Oscar that was in this particular tank, I moved into that tank because he was not doing so well. He had a couple of scrapes on him. I never saw anybody go after him, so I don't know if maybe some of the sharp rocks or sharp points or something caught him, or when I'm not around, they just are going after him. I don't know. But I did have to put him in the 75-gallon tank, and I'm treating him now to try to get his scales and his body looking back like it was before. And once he's back to normal, he may go into this tank. As much as I love the 3 Vieja that are in here, I may have to get rid of those Vieja. And they look really good, but I haven't seen them go after anybody. But that they're the only ones I can imagine are chasing anybody. The Royal seems to be doing well. Even after a couple of days in here, I've looked and checked on him, and he seems to be doing good. I haven't seen any more new bruises on the green Terra, but go figure. I will be moving some fish here as well. We do have those basmati that are in this tank, and I'll be moving them into the 55 with the black eel. I tried putting them in the 75 with the 2 Royals and the electric blues, and one of the Royals ended up swimming around with one of the smaller basmati hanging out of his mouth, and I was like, what is going on? So I lost the basmati. I was able to get him out of his mouth, but he did not recover. And so I moved them back down here into the barb tank, and I'll be moving them into the 55 because they need more room. They are more active even than my barbs are. So I'm going to move them into that 55 and give them a little bit more space. The eel won't bother them. They're big enough that the eel won't eat them. But the Royal, the smaller Royal at that, decided he was going to try them. So this tank will remain a barb tank, but the basmati will be coming out of this tank, as well as that Cohoy swordtail that's still left in there. He's going to be coming out. And one of the plecos. There were 3 plecos. I moved the big male bristlenose out, and the female is still there, so I'll move her out. So here's that red tiger, still, being treated. As you can see, he's got a couple little bangs on him, and I needed to get him into it. I mean, his fins aren't torn up, but he definitely wasn't looking too great. It's hard. He won't turn to the side for me right now, but if you look there on the left, he does have some scrapes that he's missing as far as scales. And I needed to put him in here, treat him, give him some alone time and some treatment, and get him back to his beautiful, healthy self. And once again, that 125 may just have the Royals and the Severums and the electric blues in it. And I may put those 2 Vieja cichlids down here in the 75 by themselves. Well, those 3 Vieja, one's a hybrid and 2 are Vieja Cincillums. So they may be coming down here into the 75 and spending some time there. These other barbs that I've been growing out now for a few months, there's, I believe, 6 gold and 6 snake skin barbs in this tank, as well as 3 Siamese algae eaters, and of course snails. I got snails coming out of my ears. I'm so sick of snails. I'll be moving these barbs into the barb tank when I move the basmati out. So these guys will be going into that barb tank and joining their comrades. So it will be all barb. And the Siamese algae eaters, I'll probably just move into the 75 with the Severum. They're big enough not to get eaten, and there's plenty of algae in there. So hopefully they'll eat it all. And I'll continue to drop wafers in there, but I'm hoping that they do some damage to that algae that's in there. And there's also one blue-eyed bristlenose pleco in there, kind of underneath that sponge filter. I'm not sure where I want to put that guy yet, so he will be staying in this tank. It'll probably just be him and the snails for a little while until I figure out. Oh, you know what? I may put that Kahaka swordtail into this tank, because he doesn't need to be in there with those barbs. Those barbs are probably stressing him out. So I'll throw him into this tank, and I'll get the rest of these guys out of here. So I'll give this tank a good cleaning, and I'll move those snake skins. And of course, we have this mess of a tank, which is just Snailtopia, and of course some guppies that are doing some breeding that I'll be probably moving into that 20-gallon tank along with the swordtail. And I've been trying to unload these guys for free, and nobody wants any snails around me, so I'll keep trying. I'm like, don't people have puffers? But I just wanted to update you, and another video will be coming soon. Until then, later.